All right, so this video will show you a bit on how to create a quiz and then some of the settings and functionality of applying a quiz to a particular assignment that you're giving students. So obviously this first one, you would like to be logged into your D79 account. And right here in your menu, right, this menu bar, you can just access forms right here and it will bring you to all of the forms that you create. Okay, and a menu such like this. Now they have certain templates where you can apply a exit ticket or feedback from students. Then you could always go into more templates that they give you pre-made. That is entirely up to you. All right, so let's say you start a blank quiz, right? And then obviously you're going to put a title, description, and your first question, right? And then each option for that question, you can add additional options, right? Or is this a short answer, right? Response question, just a short answer, or if you want them to write a paragraph. There's also a few other choices like linear scale. So obviously this is more for, in a sense, a survey or for math, you know, which one, if you place them in order or, you know, something of value in that sense. There's also multiple choice grid, which works well if students are working with charts. I'll have a separate video on these selections. You could always try to upload certain files or anything like that. So those are those different options for each question. And as you go, you know, you add a question by pressing the plus button here. Let's say you're doing, in a sense, like a DBQ for science, social studies, or even ELA, right? If you want students to analyze an image, you click here, add an image, right? You go to your browser, or you can search an image, right? So if you want them to evaluate or go over, just for example, trying to think of a particular subject. Michael, Michelangelo, maybe one of his paintings, or, I mean, obviously you won't go into anything too graphic, but this is just an example, right? So the image will be portrayed there. You can give a title, or even here, you could always add a description, right? So, or if you make a mistake, you can delete that section, right? So it's very flexible in that sense. You could always add a video, right? If you have the video ready on YouTube, if you want them to watch a particular part and then answer questions based upon it. You could also grab questions from other quizzes that you've created. And then also you could add a text. So you could put a title here, like based on, and then if you give a description based on the paragraph or story below, the following questions, 3 to 5 or whatever it is, will be based on this reading, this writing piece, right? If you want them to analyze a text, that sort of thing. Right, so many different ways to go about this to make it a lot more flexible than just multiple choice questions. So anyway, once you get that sorted out, and then obviously you see here, there's no option to give feedback or set the correct answer for this. Well, that comes here in the settings. When you go to the settings here, these are general ones. If you want them to be able to get an email receipt that their submission has been received, that's up to you if you want them to have that. I like to always collect emails so I know whose exam is for whom. And obviously here is more of a security purpose, right? Only people with the D79 can be trusted. If you want students to be allowed to submit more than one response, obviously you want to leave that unchecked, but if you only want them to submit one response, you make sure that is selected. You could always allow them to edit after they submit, see charts and text responses. And then here, if you have multiple sections for this exam, like multiple pages, page 1, multiple choice, page 2, short answer, page 3, essay, that sort of thing, you could always set that kind of distinction between them. So, students could see a progress bar, they're on page 1 of 3, that sort of thing. And then here also, you can leave a message, right? This is an automatic one, your response has been recorded, but if you want to say anything else, like thank you for your submission, your quiz will be graded in due time, or something like that, you could always add it here. And then this is the quizzes. So here, if you want to make this an actual grade quiz, you click this on. Now this is the turn on locked mode, right? So for some reason, if you wanted them to only take the quiz from a Chromebook, a special school, like it's an extra security purpose. So like if students, you didn't want them to take it on their phones or at home, that sort of thing, you would turn this on. It's just an extra security feature. So this is one place where you could control that. Or if you are uploading, let's say in an assignment, you're putting a Google Forms that you've created right here as well. This clicks it on and off. So if you just tap here, it turns on. If it's light gray, it's off. And that won't be an issue for students if they are completing this, let's say from their smartphone or from their home laptop or tablet, whatever they are using. That's, again, just an extra security feature for Google, for Chrome, and for schools. So these are the two ways you can turn it on or off if you'd like that for